So this morning I got up. I was gonna do a video about the word power, Power, but to come sit behind the computer, I saw something about, where is it, message? Let's see, is it that? No, where is it? I thought I sent it. It's a research that somebody did, not bookmark, could be message, notification, recommend for you, this would go up, Hello Magazine, President Trump, wanna hear a joke? Oh no, don't tell me I didn't send it. Look like, cause what is this shit? Alright, will I be able to see it on my timeline at least? It's some sort of a research someone did about the patronages that what the hell? Let's see. World Bank says Indonesia reform may hurt environment, labor right. Alright, I saw this. More? Where is it? I thought I sent it. Message. Could it be message? Oh, I was looking in the wrong one. Okay, I was in the right place. Giving evidence. Oh, there it is. That's it. I almost thought I didn't send it. I was looking at the wrong column. So it's a thread about patronages. So I'm going to go through it so I could, share it with you. So it's by Caroline Fiennes. Okay. So Giving Evidence today published research about royal patronages of charities. What are they? Which charities have them and whether they help? It's in today's time. So I'll click on that later, but I'm gonna read the thread and then I'm gonna come back to some of these threads and probably will put these links in the description. Okay, the Times UK edition news. Alright, so this is the article. Having a royal patron doesn't pay the charities. Having a member of the royal family as a patron is perhaps the most sought after prize for a charity, but beyond lifting spirits and gracing its head note paper. So there's more to this. I probably will go into it later. So pretty much it seemed like those royals who are patron to certain charities don't help that much. Alright, let me continue. UK charities should not seek or retain royal patrons, expecting either many public events with them nor an effect on revenue. We can't find any effect of royal patronages on charities' revenues despite multiple sophisticated statistical analysis. We were surprised that 74% of UK charities which have royal patrons did not get a single public engagement with them during the 2019. I'm drinking coffee. Only 1% of charities which have royal patrons got more than one public engagement with them during the 2019. So let's see, what is this? Okay, total 876. Total 176. What is this? The Royal Academy of Music, the Royal Horticultural Society, the Prince Trust, the Royal British Legion, the Prince's Foundation, the Duke of Edinburgh International Award Foundation, the Duke Edinburgh Award, the Royal Foundation of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. So it's like 80. Okay, 62. Okay, they're pretty much like in the zeros. So number of engagement in 2019. So they had 80 engagement. They had 62. Duke of Edinburgh Award Foundation 56. The Prince Foundation 36. Okay, so you guys will see this on the screen, or you could go and check it. So that's this. There's about 20 thread she posted. So I'm at number 4 now. Royal do far more public engagement with charities they set up than with pre-existing charities they take on. The latter, Prince's Trust, the Duke of Edinburgh Award, etc., are 2% of their charity patronages but get 36% of the public engagement that they do with their patronage charities. Reading this reminds me of something Harry had said in one of, I think he was at the Obama's foundation. That lady was asking him question about I think his charity or Heads Up or something like that. And one of the things that he said is that he's not trying to add more to more charities to what already existed. So he doesn't need to fill in more charities because there's already enough. So what he was trying to do is get whatever charities that's already existed together. So I'll put that clip right after this.
Doesn't this seem obvious? Like, why haven't other people done it then? So you've created, with your brother and sister-in-law, the Royal Foundation. Okay, you've started a charity. My first question would be, do we need another charity? So, what was your thinking in coming together? Whose idea was this?
So that's my motto is exactly that. Why another charity? Our foundation is not another charity. We're not trying to take up any more space. I think we all agree that the charity sector is quite full at the moment. But as I said, what we're trying to do is use our platform to be able to bring people together to affect change.
So why haven't other people done this?
Because I genuinely believe that we as a foundation will never be able to compete with some of the other big foundations financially. As weird as that may sound, but that's fact.
So this sort of remind me of that, because he knows, there's enough charities existed out there. So this chart here, figure percentage of royal engagement from 2019, which charity enjoying royal patronages going to charities that are not founded and B, founded by MRF. Okay, engagement with patronage charities, 64, patronage charities, 98%. So patron is not founded by MRF. What is MRF? I'm not sure what MRF stand for. Maybe it mentioned here. Okay, is there MRF somewhere here? Okay, I don't want to spend time trying to figure it out. I could look at it later for myself. Okay, we found this pattern for both all charities in 2019 and the sample of charities we analyzed for the 3 years 2016 to 2019. I should put a like after each one of them because that's very interesting. Charity patronages seem to matter to the royals. 26% of the royals' public engagement during 2019 were patronage charities. So taking public engagement as indicator of workload, we know what that means. They're 1/4 of the royals' work. We could find no effect of that. Wow, she just put a stamp on that. Okay, so all right, let's put a like on this. The royals seems to be patrons of 1,187 registered UK charities. That's a lot. Of those, 1,064 have one royal patron. What? And 123 have multiple royal patrons. Their patronage positions have various titles, including patron, honorary patron, president, honorary fellow, and in one case, companion rat. What the hell is companion rat? Okay, good to know. Wow, she spent some time looking into this. The data that the royal family published about its charities and patronages, its term, has many errors. No wonder why they took, was it that one that they took a while to show their earnings? But anyway, duplications, omissions, and is hard to use. It took us 6 weeks to construct a defensible list, so these numbers are from giving evidence, not the palace. Okay, So she's telling you where she's getting her information. It's not from the palace. It's what, I guess, public information. All right, let's continue. Charity patronages are very unevenly distributed. The Queen, Charles, and Anne have 532 between them. By contrast, William has just 12, Kate 9, Harry has 8. Okay, there's a asterisk here. When they said them, that means half of the single patronage charities. 19 UK royals have charity patronage position. Okay, let's see. Who are they? H&M. Okay, I'm not sure what HM, if it's Harry, Meghan. I don't know. So I don't know what HM Queen stands for here. But let's see if they mention it down here separately. If Harry. I don't know what HM here. Duke of Edinburgh, Prince Philip. He has about, I guess, maybe 80, let's say 80. Prince Wales, about 200 something, let's say 220. I'm just guessing, okay, it's passed by the 20 mark. Okay, Duchess of Cornwall has about, let's say, 80. Prince William, which she mentioned earlier. Duchess of Cambridge, slightly smaller than William. Prince Harry, which she mentioned before, slightly lower. Duchess of Sussex, pretty low, maybe, I would say maybe 3. Okay, Duke of York, Prince Andrew has about, let's say, 50. Okay, I'm guessing here from the line between 0 and 100. Princess Beatrice, let's say 10 maybe. Princess Eugene, almost the same. Earl of Wessex, Prince Edward, I would say maybe 30. Sophie, Countess of Wessex, maybe 60. Princess Anne, about 110. About, okay, it's past the 100 mark. Duke of Gloucester, about 50. Duchess of Gloucester, let's say 30. Duke of Kent, about 40. Duchess of Kent, maybe 30. Princess Alexandra, maybe 80. Okay, so these are the ones that they have. Okay, so dark red, patronage of UK registered charities. Okay, so these are UK registered charities. The one in pink, other patronages, maybe their own personal stuff. Guessing here. If she doesn't say it, don't take my word for it. Effect on revenue. The complicated maths couldn't find an effect, but here are revenues of air ambulances. They go red when they get royal patron. Oh my god, you can see that nothing much happened then. Side note is this is not equal to conclusive finding, no effect. Shit, whenever they get involved, it just went down. Treated pre patronages, okay, they were doing okay. Treated post patronages, okay, they were going up and then down. Control, so everything in the gray, they pretty much on their own, they're doing okay. All right, that's interesting. It would be nice to see the names of the charities that's, zigzagging on the map. Okay, much the same for revenue of children hospice and for all other comparative group that we look at. The report has more graphs, many more. Oh geez, okay, you could look at this yourself. That's a lot of, damn. Income by thousands, okay, go up, but some of them just stay flatline. Okay, so it seems like, looking at this, just by looking at the picture, not into details of which patronage is doing what, just the graph itself, it seems like Harry pretty much understood what is going on with those patronages. He sees it. This is why he did not want to add more to patronages, but in fact bring them together to find solution for people who need them. That seems to make sense to me. If this what was it Caroline Fiennes is posting, it seems like Harry understands this. Okay, that was 10. Now 10A, she goes on to explain, of course, revenue isn't everything, and royal patronages may have effect on other things. Example, beneficiaries, staff morals, but we're trying to do science, and there's no analyzable data on those other outcomes. We try to analyze press coverage, but couldn't. Okay, so she's pretty much clarifying where the thought process on this graph. Okay, so that's what I think. Okay, I could probably be wrong about that, but it's very interesting. Now we're at 11. Charities with patronages are generally large. Their revenue is on average nearly 30 times larger than the average UK charity.
We're not trying to take up any more space. I think we all agree that the charity sector is quite full at the moment. Because I genuinely believe that we as a foundation will never be able to compete with some of the other big foundations financially. As weird as that may sound, but that's fact.
The charities with multiple royal patrons are huge, on average 10 times the average revenue of UK. Damn, everything she's saying is bringing me back to that Obama Foundation interview that Harry did. I will put the link of that in the description because it's worth listening of some of the things that Harry was saying there. This makes sense to me. Okay, 12. Charities with patronages are disproportionately in London, the southeast and the southwest of England, where the royals' main residents are. More deprived regions seem underrepresented. Okay, I don't know anything about England. I never been to England, so she knows what she's talking about. Northwest, okay, this is the 0 mark. Anything on the left is negative, anything on the right are positive. East Midland, okay, -6. West Midland, about 4%. Scotland, I'd say about 3, negative, okay, these are negative, -3 maybe. Northeast, Northern Ireland, Wales, Eastern. Now when you get to, that's under patroned. Okay, so this part up to here, from northwest to eastern, are under patron. So from here on here are over patron. So they have so many representatives. Southwest, so they have about, let's say, 4% or maybe 3%. Okay, not applicable. Southeast, so I wonder which is this one. Okay, southeast, let's say about 4%. London, oh my goodness, took everything. About maybe 28% or 26. Very interesting. You guys could look into that graph. All right. Charities with patronages are concentrated in environment and animals and cultures and sport, relatively uncontroversial causes. The sectors with fewest royal patronages are housing, employment, social service, and religion. Charity royals. Okay, so these don't have that much representative. Again, seriously, this analysis really somewhat correlated with that interview for the Obama's foundation that Harry did. So the person that Harry had brought as an example of what he's trying to do fits into this. Really fits into this.
You mentioned the Invictus Games. You do everything from that to a program to develop coaches in the UK. You do, and around the world. You mentioned Heads Together, which is focused on mental health. How do you decide what to do? Because you have literally seen a lot. You've seen a lot of programs. You've seen great need in the world. Who puts a finger down on something and says, this one.
Yeah, it's. I think when you're part of a large charity or a large foundation, I think it is very hard to say no. But I think what we've realised is it's even harder to have a finger in every single pie, and therefore for us, early intervention where possible is definitely the key. Impact is definitely has to be the priority. You know, none of us want to spend the rest of our lives connected to charities of which we're just making people's lives better. Far rather identify a problem and try and fix it before it becomes an even bigger problem.
It's because so many organizations say they have the answer and they go and impose that. So, you know, how did you see this differently? Or learn to see it differently?
No, I think as far as I can explain it, to us it was a very simple case of we have to listen. We have to listen to the younger generation because they are the cure of some of the world's biggest problems. They're the cure of many communities as well. And as we'll hear from these guys, especially from Chantal, you're talking about young people, individuals who have lived experience. You can teach someone to be a lawyer. You can teach someone to be a pilot. You can't teach some of the experiences and some of the scars that some of these people have. And therefore, in my mind, the workforce is already there. What we have to do is be able to create a platform, be able to create a way that workforce is then reintegrated back into society because they can do things that we can never do.
Okay, I'm already over 20 minutes into it. I usually try not to make my videos more than 12 or 15, but this is interesting. And it's probably going to be more because I will probably put some clips of the Obama interview that Harry did. Okay, we had 14. We found no evidence of royal having any macro effect on generosity. Okay, there's no correlation between the percentage of the royal patronages and an English region and the participation and giving there, the percentage people who have given recently. Philanthropy, charity. All right, let's see what's this. Okay, participation and giving, proportion of all UK charity patronages. Alright, so you guys could look into this. Alright, so that was that. Now, 15. I'm well aware that we are here using English regions as control or comparators for each other, that is not perfect because there are loads of confounding factors. I do not need a lecture about that from anybody. We look from many angles to try to get a line of sight. Okay, so she's pretty much explaining her point of view of where she's getting her information, where she was concentrating on when she was doing her thing. So that is understandable. So with whatever information she was able to get, it's good to put all of this together, even if it may not be all of what was going on. But she was focusing mostly on the English region. All right, 16, almost done. Internationally, it is not the case that countries with resident royal families, the UK, Cambodia, the UAE, Morocco, etc., are more generous than countries without. No country with resident royals family has given in the top 8 most generous countries over the last 4 years. Which country? Oh, it's too dark, you won't be see it. You got UK, it says 50, Netherlands 46, UAE, United Emirates, okay, 40, Bahrain 18, Norway 16, Thailand 12, Malaysia 11, Bhutan 4. Okay, you guys could go and look into this. And here they have USA 68. All right, they have other countries here. 17. We found no reason to think that charities with royal patronages are better, more effective than those without. The selection process and criteria aren't clear, but it looks like history, geographic, and the royals' personal interest and serendipity play large roles.
So when you come at it from that perspective, is there a vetting process for what you decide to do, or is it these are just particular areas of interest to one or all of you?
I think it depends on our background, on our passions of of what we're really interested in.
All right. All right. Giving evidence takes no position on the royal family or royalty more broadly. Our interest is providing sound evidence to inform decision by charities and donors and improve their effectiveness. Our research is here with more explanatory videos, so I probably will put all these links in the description. It was founded by the Belgian Red Cross Flanders at Wood Cruise VL. See also giving evidence. So all of this I'll put it in the description. Cambridge University was not involved. Okay, many others were. Thanks. Okay, so she's thanking who sort of helped her with her research. So that's good to know. So I'll put these links in the description. Okay, I'm happy to talk to press, not journalists. There are several Caroline Fiennes. I was never married to Ralph and Joseph's father. My husband wasn't stabbed, and I do not sell soap. I think I respond to that. What did I say here? I think I said, oh, you don't sell soap? There it is. So you don't sell soap. That was going to be my first question. JK, nice thread. All right, so that's very interesting. All right, some people said this is a fabulous investigation. Thank you for laying out your findings so clear. Quite intrigued by the rat. That's a funny one. Great research. If this doesn't mean delete, scrap, remove the monarchy, I don't know what else would. Okay, I don't think I'll go that far, but okay. Thank you so much for the investigative journalism. Amazing to read. That's true. Love it. Great thread. Thank you. Okay, so pretty much everybody feel the same way that I feel. So I will put some of these information in the description. So let me booknote it so I don't lose sight of it again. Bookmark it. Okay, so yeah, let me share this with you guys, and go check it out yourself. It's very interesting, very well put.